Although Patrick Mcgoohan was exhausted by almost 2 years of solid hard work on The Prisoner, and disappointed that it did not initially receive the critical acclaim which he felt the series deserved, his original intention in 1968 was to make 2 cinema movies.
What happened was Lew Grade gave us, as Everyman Films, £900,000 to make 2 movies. One, an action-adventure movie of our choice, starring Pat. It was the story of a mercenary, sick of his trade, who decides to opt out and go to rural Ireland for peace and quiet. And it's there that he gets sucked in to the conflict between the IRA and the British government, and has got to, in order to survive, come out of retirement and fight harder than he's ever fought in his life. It really was a great action adventure, culminating in a fight, a chase fight across fields and things instead of roads between motorbikes and horses. There are things horses can do that motorbikes can't. There are things motorbikes can do that horses can't. And so there was this huge kind of battle, kind of miniature battle, Waterloo. And the other, Ibsen's Brand, in which Pat made his reputation in the West End, again starring Pat. And he didn't really want Ibsen's Brand, but he would give us Ibsen's Brand if we would do the action-adventure movie. So we went location scouting in Norway to find a fjord and everything where Brand was going to be done. And then we went to Ireland to scout locations for the action-adventure.
The film, set in Ireland, was going to be called The Soldier, and after viewing suitable locations for this, as well as for Brandt, a dramatic incident occurred which changed everything.
And one day Pat came in with that look in his eye. You know, you often read in melodramatic novels about the red light in, a madman's eye. It's not entirely untrue, because Pat came in just with this look. And I thought, And I said, "What's up, Pat?" And he said, "We haven't got the magic figure." I said, "Sorry?" He said, "The magic figure." He said, "The magic figure is £1 million." I said, "Yeah, I know, but we've got 900,000, and we all know." David was there as well. We all know it's more than enough to make Ibsen's Brand and a cheap action-adventure movie. Why do we need them? He said, "Because the £1 million is magic." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what we do. We announce to the trade papers that we've got £1 million. We know we've only got 900, but that doesn't matter." And he grabbed hold of my... He said, "Don't you know you can't cheat magic?" And so I said, "Well, then what's the answer? What are you going to do?" He said, "This afternoon I'm going to see Lew Grade, who loves me like a son. I'm going to get the other 100 grand." Now, I afterwards heard what happened. I wasn't there. But Lew, being an entirely practical man, knew we didn't need the other 100 grand. And despite loving Pat like a son, which he did, said no. Whereupon Pat, like Douglas Fairbanks Sr., with one leap, landed on the middle of Lew's desk, which is about 4 times the size of that one, and kicked everything on it into the 4 corners of the room. With the result that when he came in next morning, we not only didn't have the £1 million, we didn't have the 900,000 either. So all that work went down the Swanee.